Hello, hello, it's June Olson with Junebug Creations, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, coming to you live from Whitefish, Montana. A very rainy, wet Whitefish, Montana. What's the weather like in your neck of the woods? Tell me where you are and share what your weather is like today, because it is May and I know in some places it's probably warm and sunny and summery feeling. If you're in the northern hemisphere, if you're in the southern hemisphere, then you're moving into winter and your weather might be very similar to mine or even colder. So let me know where you're watching from and what kind of weather you're experiencing today. It's a perfect day to stay inside and craft here. So that's what I'll be doing, crafting and making videos for when I go to Arizona, where it is definitely hot and summery there. All right, so today is Wednesday, therefore it is Paper Pumpkin Playdate. So let's get started and let's get to playing. All right, so Paper Pumpkin is our subscription kit. It comes to your mailbox monthly. As you can see, it's wrapped in plastic, and I like to use the scissors to open up my plastic. Here we go. All right. Wow, it's really tough. There we go. It didn't want to tear. All right. So we've got that out of the way. So here is our beautiful Paper Pumpkin box. When they have some super specials, then the box will be decorated. Otherwise, it is kind of a Poppy Parade polka dot themed box. And all you have to do is add a pair of scissors, because it is all inclusive. That means everything comes inside the box that you need to make what's inside. And I just realized I forgot to get the block. I don't know where the block, oh, here it is. So in your first, I've got paper stuck to it. In your very first kit, you get a clear acrylic block to be able to attach all your stamps to. So then you'll put them on, you'll ink them, you'll stamp, and then you need to clean it with either a chamois, or you can clean it with a baby wipe or a damp cloth. You just want to make sure that there isn't any fuzz or anything stuck to your stamps so that your stamping is clear. So everybody gets one of these in your very first box. When you order any of our other kits that come in these brown boxes that say Stampin' Up, you get every time it's a stamping one, you get a new block with it. All right, but for the Paper Pumpkin, it's just the very first one. All right, so all you need is a pair of scissors. Everything else is in the kit, and this is how it comes. So we have Misty Moonlight. I'm going to grab my Misty Moonlight from over here. So I use these for giveaways, and so I like to use my regular size ink pad when doing the Paper Pumpkin Playdate. And then here are the stamps. Ooh, some trees. That looks like some leaves maybe, or just some decoration. Happy Father's Day to you. You're the best there is. And with love and abundant, no, let's see. I'm gonna read this better. With love and admiration to the most amazing person. So you're the best there is, and this one, these two can definitely be used for anybody. It does not have to be just for Dad, but if you do need a Father's Day card, this will work for that. All right, so then we're going to take out, I love how it's kind of wrapped like a gift, and it's always a surprise. You have an inkling as to what the theme is. So like for next month, for June, it's going to be peachy, and they're going to be featuring the new in colors. All right, but for the most part, it's a surprise, and I love that because I love surprises. Do you like surprises? I am a huge fan of surprises. Looks like my light is getting a little dim because it's so cloudy outside. So let's brighten it up in here. All right. So we're going to do this. I guess I could take those off. There we go. So it's all wrapped in plastic to protect it so that you don't have to worry about it getting damaged in the mail. If you ever have it come and it's damaged or it's floating all around in your box and anything is not working properly or is messed up, all you have to do is call the company and let them know, and they will be sure to take care of you. So with this, the first thing is you get a stamp, not a stamp, you get the printed version of your stamp. So I usually lay my thing on here so I know where to put my stamps. All right, and you can just keep this like this. You can keep it with the stamps. I usually just keep it in the box. After you're done with the box, you can put it in a stamp case. We sell just the plain stamp cases like this that you can put them in, and you can put multiple months in there. It's your choice how to store them. I am working on an idea to share with you on how to store the stamps, because I know a lot of you do reuse your stamps, and I have started reusing some of them. Then we have our no fail instructions. All right, so we have 3 different cards in here with 3 of each design, so 9 cards. On the back is all the ingredients, the color coordination, and it shows you the dies. The dies, here we go. The dies that coordinate with it. Oh, wait, there's a thanks. I guess I wasn't as prepared this morning as I thought. I've been using this thanks die for some cards for a Zoom shop. So instead of a party, I call it a Zoom shop, because we get together on Zoom since everyone's stretched out across the United States, and I send make and takes to your invitees. And so I made the word thanks for them so that they could see. But these are the ones that go with this month or this quarter. These were the ones from first quarter. So super cute. I think that was actually stored in there. Yep, so we can keep them a little closer together. All right, so we'll be using these, I'm sure, because I do like these stamps. I love this sentiment piece. I like the size of it. And then I love this thanks. It's just really perfect. All right, so then we have our adhesive, which is dimensionals and glue dots. Oh, I forgot to go back to, I'm a little all over the place this morning, our no fail instructions. So here we go. These are some really pretty cards. And this coordinates with our wood paper that I can show you. See, it coordinates nicely with this. So we'll probably be bringing in that at some point in time for some alternates. So let's go ahead and go through all the ingredients that we have here. We like to keep our chipboard because of stamping. All right, it helps give it some cushion, because you can see there's no cushioning on these. So you want to make sure to keep the chipboard for that. We will open this up, and right here is the ingredients. So this is card 1, card 2, card 3, and it shows you what pieces go with which. So we're going to do that right here, right now. All right, so the envelopes are the same across the board. Nice wood envelopes. I love that. All right, we might end up stamping on them, so I'm going to keep 3 out because we're making 3 cards. And then we will put these like this. Let me go ahead and zoom out a little bit for you so that you can see what I'm doing. All right, so first card, it has this piece. Well, let's look at the card bases. Where are our card bases? So we have our card bases here, here, and here. All right, so the first card is this card with that. And then we have the second card is this card base, and the third one is this card base. Oh look, this is the same shape as our die. That could be super fun to play with. All right, and then this one goes over here. And let's see. This one is here on card 1. So I just kind of divvy them up, and then what I often do is I'll go through and I'll just divvy all of it up just so that I can see what all I have and kind of keep things together, especially if I feel like I'm going to make all the cards as designed. That's a great suggestion for you. If you're making all the cards as designed, then just go through and put them all in the envelopes. We have 2 sheets of those, and this goes with this one, so we'll put those away. And then these, this blue one, whew. All right, so this strip goes over here with that one, and then you want to very carefully pop out these die cut, probably laser cut embellishments very carefully. You don't want to tear them, so very gently pull them out. So very gently, they're just tucked in there. All right, and then these go with this one. Oh, there we go. Yep, there we go. All right, very gently. Whew. When they're that detailed, it takes a little bit to unhook them. And then this one goes with that. And then this one also goes with card 3. So when they're this detailed and delicate, you want to just go really slow and careful so that you are not tearing. And you don't want to get rid of this because you might be able to use it for something, so we usually keep them. All right, there we go. So we've got everything we need, and then stamps and ink. All right, and then glue dots are the little gray dots, and the hexagons are the dimensionals. All right, I've got my words, really I do. Let's go ahead and set these aside, and we're going to get started on card 1. So the first thing we want to do is stamp. We're going to stamp "You're the Best There Is." So we can put that one there, and I use, instead of the one that I showed you that you get with the kit, I use these that are ergonomic, a little bit thicker, and you can see I have varying sizes, and it just makes it easier because I can use the different sizes. So this one, and then we have our Misty Moonlight ink, and we're going to stamp this on this sentiment piece. So I want to just prime it by inking it. You can see it's a little bit loose. The S is not picking up, so I want to tap all the way around it and just make sure. There we go, that one's more solid. All right, so we're gonna tie. Ooh. All right, here we go. Center it there. All right, it looks kind of denim-y. It's not super solid. The stamps, sometimes when you have the photopolymer stamps, it takes a while for it to become super solid. Then we have this little detail bit here, and I'm going to pull out another There's my small one. We used to have smaller than this, but they got rid of those, which is such a bummer. All right, and so here it's wanting me to give texture to these. So I'm just stamping on the leaves. All right, just stamping on the leaves to give them a little bit of texture and the look of dimension. All right, let's see, get a little bit more. Probably should hold that down. All right, so just adding a little bit of texture and dimension to those leaves. All right, let's go ahead and zoom you back in so you can see what I'm doing, right? All right, so you can see here, I stamped just a little bit on the leaves. All right, so I gave it a little bit of depth. All right, here we go. Let's move this out of the way. We're going to bring in our card base. Grab our bone folder or your fingernail or a Pampered Chef food scraper that you have made sure it is not rough edges. All right, so make sure it opens on the right hand side like that. All right, so then we want to take this and this and this. We're going to use our dimensionals, and they are recommending 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. However, I'm a big believer in not having saggy cards, so I like to put them in the middle as well to make sure that if I have anything, the card is not sagging in the center. All right, so then we're going to put 3 on here, which is perfect. And then on this one, we need glue dots. So we want to use our Take Your Pick tool for the glue dots. These are very big glue dots, so I like it when they're a little bigger. All right, take 2 of those, like that. And then what we want to do is pop the tops off the glue dots. Okay, and then if you don't have fingernails to pull these up, you can just use the end of your Take Your Pick tool. And you can see how quick and easy that comes up. You only get so many at a time. There we go. Guess I got more that time around. All right. Oh, everything's sticking to me. All right, so great way to pull those up if you struggle with it. All right, so now what we want to do is, it says to put this on here, but since I already took these off and it's sticky, I'm going to go ahead and center it on here. And then we'll put these to where it's kind of hanging down over here, and this way you can also make sure it stays on your card. And then this goes right over it, like that. Oh look, and they're even suggesting you do the trees, which is what I was going to do, on your envelope. They rarely recommend doing anything on the envelope, just every now and then they have that idea too. All right, so we're going to stamp, bring our chipboard back in here. Let's prime it and see. Yep, that looks pretty good. All right, and we are going to stamp our trees right here. So you want to make sure not to use this side of the envelope. This side of the envelope is for the post office. You can use the left-hand side of the envelope, and I went out a little further than I usually do. You don't want to go any further than your address label. All right, and then I am also going to do the inside of my card with those same trees, like that. And I purposely went off a little bit so that it's out there. All right, so that, folks, is card 1. How nice. I like it. I really like it. But see, my mom would be the person to give that to, not my dad. He's not really an outdoorsy side. I mean, he would appreciate it, but he's not really an outdoorsy kind the way my mom is. So same with the tools. I think I've told y'all before. I could totally give my mom a tool card. All right, so here we go. Now we're going to do the Happy Father's Day. And it fits right there on that one. Were you doing this card next? Again, they've suggested the trees, so we'll do that at the end. All right, so we're going to do Happy Father's Day on here. I guess this is going to be my dad's card this year because I don't have another father to send this to. My father-in-law passed away, and my other father-in-law passed away. So I'm out of fathers other than my own. Let's see. All right, here we go. I guess it doesn't have to be a father. It could be an uncle, all right, because if they're a father, it could be a brother, which my brother is not a father. Well, he is to a bunch of pets, but not to any kids. I don't know if he considers himself a pet dad in that way. All right, so we'll just go ahead while we've got the ink open and do the trees. And then we'll close that up and put our card together. All right, so this one, we're going to do glue dots on this. Glue dots on the bottom half of this. Dimensionals on 2 sides here and 1 glue dot here, and then dimensionals on this. So let's go to town with our adhesives. Let's start with our glue dots. So we have 1 glue dot over here, and then we have 3 glue dots across the bottom. Let's see. Oh, come on. There we go. 3 glue dots across the bottom. And then 3 glue dots on each side of this. And since it's not popped up with the dimensionals, I don't do a middle one because these glue dots will hold it down and there's no sagging to worry about. So, all right. So when you do jump on, let me know where you're from and what your weather is like today, and if you got your kit, yay or nay on whether or not you got your kit yet, and if you've been working on it. And then also make sure to comment replay if you're catching this as a replay. And if you don't want to, like, say you don't have a father to give this card to, feel free to use a different sentiment. You don't have to use the sentiments that they use. I often will change out the sentiments because I won't need a whole bunch of Father's Day cards. I guess my husband, oh, maybe this one will be for my husband. It's more him anyways with the wood and the trees. That's a good idea. It's going to be for the husband. All right, so let's go ahead and start putting things together. So I'm going to turn this over without taking those backings off this time. We want it going this way. Then we're going to turn this over and we want to take the backings off of here like this. All right. And then we're going to be setting it centered on here. Usually I like to put put this together before I put dimensionals on, so that might be something for you to consider, is to just do each one individually instead of all at once. And then we need to take our backings off of here, and I do have nails, so it goes pretty quick for me. All right, and we want to put this right about here, make sure it is not wonky. And then we're going to take this glue dot top off. And then I might as well just use this because I've got it and it's quick. Oh, I did it on the wrong side. See, I have the glue dot. I have the glue dot over here. It should have been over here. So let's see. Sometimes we can peel these up without messing them up. Not this time. All right, I did that yesterday too. I messed one up, or the day before. All right, so we'll do this, and we're going to stick a glue dot on this side because we needed the glue dot. Where'd the glue dots go? I just had them. I know I had them. Ah, underneath my dimensionals. All right, so now we're going to put the glue dot on the correct side. See, I made the mistake before you so that you don't have to make that mistake. So that was a little misleading on there, or I turned it around the wrong way. That could have been as well. I had it the wrong way around. I could have turned it the other way. There we go. That would be a good reason to put this on top of here before you put the adhesive on the back. That would be another way. And then this can go here like that. And so we have the dimensionals to keep it lined up so that it's flush. And then you have the glue dot there to hold it to that raised piece. All right, you can see that it's all flush. All right, and then we want to take our card, fold it carefully, and then use our bone folder or our fingernail to burnish it so that it stays closed and doesn't pop open. And then we're going to take the glue dot tops off of here. Some people can just totally flick those. I've never been able to flick them. They always get stuck. See, they always just kind of open up like a lid, which I suppose works too. All right, so I want to make sure my card is opening the right way at the bottom. And then, do we stamp? No? Okay. Oh, it's upside down. I caught that. Did you catch that? It was upside down. That would have been one of those funny things to give that my husband and I could laugh about. All right, so here is a great Father's Day card for the husband. And I'm going to go ahead and put the trees inside because he does love the outdoors. He's got one of those shirts. The mountains are calling and I must go. All right, so we're going to put that over here like that. All right, so card 2 is done. All right, happy Father's Day to you. I love all this wood. I love that set of paper. I think it's so cool that they use that same idea so that you can coordinate it and make even more. All right, and with all these card backings being double-sided, you can make more cards by cutting them to your 4 by 5 1/4 and putting them on cardstock. All right, so let's do card number 3. All right, card number 3. We've got the ink out, so we're going to go ahead and do the trees on our envelope again. Oh, almost forgot my chipboard. Would have made a mess because I'm not doing it all the way on. I'm just doing it part ways on. All right, and then we need to stamp our sentiment piece. And we are using all the stamps today. So we're going to be using this one and picking that up with this. All right, prime it, looks great, and we will stamp it over here in the center. There we go. With love and admiration to the most amazing person. All right. See, in this card you could give to anybody. It doesn't have to be a male, or it can be a female. It can be a friend. It can be a partner. It can be whoever you want it to be for. All right, so this one and this one are going to get glue dots. Like that. And like that. So 2 glue dots each, and they will hold. If you're thinking, oh no, glue dots aren't going to hold enough, trust me, they will hold. It will not be a problem. So we'll go ahead and pop those tops off. Oh, and it just went into the other one. All right, run those off. And that one, there we go. All right, so we're going to fold this carefully and burnish it again with the bone folder, with your fingernail, with Pampered Chef food scraper, with whatever you have to help it lay flat like that. And then we have this one going lengthwise across here, centered like that, and then we have this one curling this way right on top of each other, so the dot on top of the dot. All right, and then this one is going to get dimensionals. We don't want to worry about sagging because we have this in the middle, so we don't have to put one in the middle because it would actually make it uneven instead of being flush and flat. All right, take off our backings and put that right here. All right, so it is centered, and that card is done. Look how quick and easy that one was. All right, so let's look back at our 3 cards. All right, and we'll just do this way. All right, so there are our 3 cards. Let me zoom out for you a little bit. There are our 3 cards for the month. Those are beautiful, and they can be for anybody. Anybody that you think would enjoy some outdoor cards, they would be absolutely perfect for. So consider it. If you are not yet a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, when you become a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, so if you were to subscribe now for the Life is Sweet, then you would be able to buy any of the pass kits. So if you really like this kit, then you can still get one by becoming a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. So that's one of the benefits of becoming a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. You can get the add-ons, and you can get pass kits, and you can get refills. Say you really love this and you want to go to town on this. When the refills hit the online store, then you can get it, and the refills are all the consumables. So there's no ink in there and there's no stamps in there, but there is adhesive and all the paper parts to this. So anything that gets used up, your stamps and your ink last forever, so you can just keep using them for other cards as well. Sorry, got a little froggy in my throat. All right, so if you want the next Paper Pumpkin using the in colors, all right, and if you're saying, oh, June, what are the in colors? These are the new in colors. So we have Petunia Pop, Pretty in Pink, Summer Splash, Peach Pie, we have a lot of pies, and Shy Shamrock. And these colors right now are what are going to be used in the June Paper Pumpkin kit with the peaches. So I'm thinking there's going to be a lot of peach pie in there. All right, and then right now, as you know, as you may know, as you might not know, we have a special. So if you really like those colors, and we call them, or I now call them, the sherbet colors, because they look like all the colors of sherbet. All right, so we have the peach pie, we have the pretty in pink, we have the shy shamrock, the summer splash, and somewhere, here it is, the petunia pop, and I like these two together. I love purple and greens together. So here are the colors. If you want these ink pads, these Stampin' Write markers, a full pack of the DSP that coordinates, all right, DSP that coordinates, and it's double-sided, all right. So let me show you. It's double-sided, so 4 different patterns. And you want a pack of the paper. Why do I keep losing my petunia pop? There we go. And you want a full pack of the paper, which is 20 sheets. You can get all of this for free just by joining my team and joining Stampin' Up. So Stampin' Up is giving away all of this. All 5 colors ink pads, all 5 markers, the DSP pack, it's a full pack, it's 40 sheets, and then a full pack of the cardstock, so you can get to creating and using all of this. It's a $82 value, it's all for free. You pay your $99 for your starter kit, you get $125 in free product, or $125 in product of your choice. You get this for free added on. You get a paper pumpkin kit, and you get free shipping for all of it. Plus you get some business supplies, which you can use if you choose. I do recommend when you get your box of catalogs, you go ahead and hand it out to any of your crafty friends and just see what they think and how they like it. You never know. And if you want to be just a hobbyist and just do it for the discount and just do your own sales, you can do that, or you can have a few friends help you out. It's a 300 quarterly minimum, so you need to spend 300 quarterly minimum, or do 300 in sales each quarter. So if you have a few friends that want to go in with you together on this, that works too, however you want to do it, or you can build a business the way I am. The choice is yours. But if you like the starter, if you like these colors and you just want this, you can do that too. If you just want to get the kit and get all this stuff and then wait and see how you do and how far you want to go with it, you can do that too. So if you do, let me know. Say I want the in colors down below, and I will reach out to you and we can have a little chat and I can help you along your way. So today is Wednesday, the 22nd of May. Where is this year going? I wish you all a fantastic rest of your day and a fantastic rest of your week. I will be back tomorrow for Thunderstruck Thursday, and we'll be doing another technique, and that will be at 3:15 Mountain Time. So I'll put up a post to remind you. Don't worry about that. Have a great day, everybody. Enjoy whatever weather you are having, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.